Hi, everyone. I'm Joe Fournier of Stronghold Ministry. We're a cancer and support ministry, and we bring to you stories of people who are fighting cancer and turning to God, our stronghold, to help them through their battle and to glean lessons that they learned through the battle. And today we're talking to Jen Frazier of Dallas, Texas, and I want to introduce you to her and welcome, Jen.
Hi, everybody.
Right. Okay, so please tell us about yourself. Like, are you married, kids?
I am. I'm actually from Dallas, grew up here, met my husband at the high school where my daughter now goes. I have a 16-year-old girl and a boy who is 11 and in 5th grade.
Okay. Yeah, so when did this all start? I mean, how long ago was this?
I was diagnosed September 12th of 2016.
2016. Okay, so you have had cancer and or would you say you have cancer?
I would say that I am presently not showing active disease.
Okay. And what type of cancer?
Inflammatory breast cancer. It's a very, very rare form, or I like to say unique form of breast cancer. It's about 2% of all breast cancer patients get inflammatory breast cancer.
Okay. Okay. So describe it. I mean, what's is it? It sounds different than regular breast cancer.
It is different. So I was presenting symptoms, which I can tell you about, but the catch is that inflammatory breast cancer is known because it doesn't always present a lump. And so the big thing with breast cancer is that you're supposed to, do self checks and get mammograms. My mammogram came back perfectly clear.
Okay.
And I was diagnosed with stage 3C cancer, which is, right before 4. So I had very active cancer, but all of my tests were coming back clear.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. So how does it present? Is it like
so inflammatory breast cancer is known by the diagnosis is from the physical symptoms. And so mine, you get a rash and your skin looks like an orange peel. It's called pud orange. And it's bumpy and rough like an orange peel. Your breast becomes very heavy and hot to the touch, and it's extremely painful. I thought when it first started that it was a rash from the beach. We had gone to the beach and I thought maybe the sand in a bathing suit, and it didn't go away. And then the pain got so excruciating that a sheet on top of me at night, just a sheet, would hurt.
wow.
And then I pursued it and had to sort of fight for a diagnosis because it is so rare. It is very, very often turned away as a skin infection or hormones or other things.
Wow. Okay.
And the irony is that I also carry the BRCA gene, BRCA2, and I found out that I was BRCA2 positive in July, right before my diagnosis. And I had planned on doing preventative surgery, which cuts down your chances of getting the cancer. And I was diagnosed with cancer before I could do the preventative.
All right. So what type of treatments did you have for it?
Inflammatory breast cancer requires what is called the trimodal, unless you're at stage 4. When you get to stage 4, you're on a different plane. Inflammatory also skips over stages 1 and 2. And so it's only stages 3 and 4. And you go through, I went through 6 of what they call the red devil. And that is a chemo that it's pretty hardcore, and lost my hair on day 13. And then I went through 12 of Taxol and Abraxane. And then I had a double mastectomy, and they removed 19 lymph nodes. 14 came back still positive.
Wow.
So then I had to go back into chemotherapy while also doing radiation. So I think it was 38 radiation treatments, somewhere between 35 and 40. I think it was 38, while also on Xeloda chemotherapy.
Okay.
And then somewhere in there, I also had a full mastectomy or hysterectomy.
Okay, so it sounds like you've been through a lot here.
Yeah.
And you're looking good now, though.
Thanks.
Yeah. So but tell us, how has the Lord, God, our stronghold, gotten you through this?
Oh my gosh, it has changed our foursome, me and my husband and my kids, I would say completely turned around. We didn't know we needed to be turned around. We've always been a pretty, we get along great. We've always had fun together. We've always done well, but it just shook us to our core. And I think that we didn't realize that we were complainers, and that we weren't as grateful for our blessings as we thought that we were, if that makes sense. And so what it did was it gave us this perspective of just, this great gift and the zest of appreciation. And I was so afraid of things before I got sick. I was deathly, just terribly afraid of needles, for example. And Joe, when you get cancer, that's part of the game,
Yeah.
I still have my port. And so I have to go in and get, port flesh, and I still go through some treatments, and I can get through those things. And I think it's because God just sort of, I feel that he carries me through these things, and my children feel it, and my husband feels it. And we're, it's strange to say, but we are happier and better for it after the cancer.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's wild.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so interesting how God allows hardship, and then he blesses you through it by showing himself strong in those times. When we're weak, he really shows up when we turn to him, and call out to him and pray to him. And obviously he can heal. And so you're 6 years in and doing great right now. And praise the Lord for that. And he healed me of stage 4 metastatic melanoma, gave me days to live in 2003, 19 years ago. So God's a healer. And
absolutely a healer. And we always stick with in which I had never thought about before, but you really don't appreciate the rainbow until you go through the storm. Yeah. And it's such a cliche and it's so silly, but there are times when I'll be really frustrated. I don't know, sitting in carpool that takes forever, or little mundane things in the house break or whatever. And then I think back and I'm like, but I could have missed even these moments. And it just switches your whole perspective. And I thank God every day for giving us this sort of refresh on life.
Yeah. Okay. So I wanted to tell everybody about our gift basket that we send to people free. And you got one of these, right?
I did. And I'm also an ambassador for the program. So exactly. I hand them out as often as I can. The bags make great chemo bags. If you have to go to treatment, that's what I carry. So, and it has my book in there on my cancer battle. Carrie's book on the battle for her mind during my battle. It's called Biting Through the Shadows. And in his grip is a devotional that we send out as well. And we have a $15 Walmart card that we put in there. We got these wristbands too. It says, God, my stronghold on them. So it just reminds of his presence with us everywhere. Yes.
We've shipped out and given out 20,000 of these, over 20,000. And so we'd love to send that to you if you go to our website, mystronghold.org. And we'd love to connect with you and come alongside of you and support you. And Jen, people can reach you about
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So, write to us at mystronghold.org, jfor@mystronghold.org is my email. And, and we'll connect you with Jen. And
please, I would be honored.
All right. Thank you, Jen. We appreciate you coming on with us today. All right.